Alrighty, guys, it's been a few days, hasn't it, since we've been back into Abbey. I've got a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, and there's a lot of games coming out here. So we're probably not going to take this series all the way to the end. Just being transparent with you. We have Heffendorf unlocked. We'll probably get to the point maybe where one of these unlocks. I think you got to get your fame up in order for that to really happen, though. So we're going to work on getting our stats up and everything, too. But I'm not going to take it all the way to the end. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I got too much to do. I got too many other things I got to show off for you guys. I think those of you who follow the channel pretty regularly will definitely appreciate what we're transitioning to. So, but not done yet. Not done yet. But just letting you know ahead of time. So, welcome back. We have everybody depressed. We're starting things off with like a double bad news for you. Okay. Everybody's depressed, but we did just finish the happy juice, and I just turned it on to where they could start using it. So they're going to start drinking that instead. And then here's our champion blonde, which we can probably just go ahead and sell as well. I think so. We can probably put that out. Let's send all of it. Yeah, this is an old ale contract that I negotiated at a very difficult price, and they said yes on a whim. So there it is. We're going to get 585 for 130 there. And I think I'll probably just go ahead and sell that to Malsdorf. Be good there too. I got 2 extra things brewing right here. One of these is the old ale for that contract. So we'll get that going as well. We can now brew new recipes, and we can look for things like farmhouse ale, for example. We can look for adding traits to them. So 7% gourmet traits from this category develop thanks to your beer's physical qualities. With strikingly tasty notes and aromas, these beers become irresistible to those with palates skilled enough to appreciate them. And this has to be researched first. Like all of these different things, popularity, universal, etc. All these things have to be researched first. But we have the ability now to start getting some of these traits in our beer, and that will really help them take off and make them more popular and things too. So that's pretty nice. All right, everybody's mood is improved this morning at least. We're back to normal. That's good. And not that great. Not that great is done, which is what I'm going to use for this contract here. So we're going to get a bunch of stuff available for that, and then we can go ahead and sell the rest of it to the town. Let's say, yeah, why don't we sell it up here? We get a bit more for it up here. So we'll go ahead and send the rest of it out that way. We have 2 carts now, so we can send things out a little bit quicker. That's nice. And as soon as this edict is done, I know it's been a couple of days, right? So you might not remember, but the edict is still in place. This austerity thing here where I can't move any furniture or add anything. So I'm kind of waiting for that because we do have, research-wise, we have this ingredients preparation that we went ahead and got very recently. And this comes with a table. I'm trying to click it. This comes with a preparation post to help things out. We could add this to the brewery, but it breaks the edict to do it right now. But it adds some, some quality and stuff there too, and that helps. I got room for that kind of thing, so I'm looking at doing that. I can't move anything. I can't even move that bucket. It's such a weird edict, man. And then the one task I do have now is just simply to age an ale with 8 strength until completion. So to do that, I just have to come up with something with 8 strength. So we did the power plant before. It didn't quite have enough strength. It looks like maybe an amber ale could have something really high up there in strength and still be fairly okay quality, I guess. Let's take a look. So if I go like this, and now I want to just add a bunch of strength to it, I could go something like that. That's 8.5 right there. Maybe drop it down 1. It has to have 8 strength at least. So that's 8.5 right there. And everything else is in the green except that. So I dropped this down 0.5. Maybe by adding an ingredient, I could do that. Or I can take one of the pale malts away because those are pretty expensive, and maybe add. I don't really want to add to the other traits though, so I'm thinking maybe here. That's 7.9. Of course it is. Okay, fine. You know what? We're just gonna add another pale anyway, and we'll take this out of here. So we're gonna have green across the board, but this one will be 8.5. And then we'll just age this. And looks like intuition +5, +5%, +7%, -1 quality bonuses on these guys though, just because they're in a bad mood. But now maybe the intuition will light something in. Now we got the ingredients. We know these things, but we also have traits chances. And Chromatic Delight is a trait chance. If delivered to the bandits, has a plus 25% effect. Not really the kind of a type of trait I'm hoping for, but that's kind of what we're looking at here. So I guess there's maybe a 7% chance of that happening to this. Everybody has, I guess this guy's probably the best one to do it with though, just because he's not hurting the quality. So I'm going to have him do it, I guess. And then this amber ale is going to be Hot Shot, I guess. I'm just thinking of a name. There you go. An amber ale called Hot Shot. Only because I saw like that flame symbol with the intuition, whatever. All right, 2 new ingredients are on sale. Now that's one of the things we could have researched is the ability to get a fermentine to negotiate with the merchant. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And we're going to see about doing that. Yeah, here. So bartering plus 21. I mean, you want to have the person with the best bartering, I suppose, right? So we'll go ahead and send this one over and see if they can work out some kind of deal with the merchant. We can buy our ingredients ahead of time, maybe at a better, even better price. And I kind of want to have something to compare that to. So the amber malt's 19% off right now. The brown malt's 23% off. Why don't we buy like 80 of that? That's fine. And then we'll buy amber malt. Actually, let's not buy it. We'll see what kind of price action he gives us. We're just going to see... yes. So we're just going to see what the discounts are as a baseline before somebody talks to this guy, right? That's kind of what I want to see. Okay, so we'll turn this up. And so right now, that's the prices. And then after he's done chatting his ear off, we should probably get somebody brewing something. Let's do a champion blonde. Yep, and we'll get a bunch of that brewed. We're using our own ingredients, by the way, so we're saving 120 gold on that, which is nice. And then we're still brewing over there. Because I want to see what this gives me as far as the discount goes. And then we need to do another herbal ale, potentially. Yeah, cool. It's in the difficult range. So herbal ale, 80 liters of that. We'll get you started on that when we're done. Or I could just deliver some of the happy juice for it, which is not a bad idea. Power plant is also possible to deliver here too. It has the quality rating. I'm gonna deliver a little bit of the power plant, I think, instead. Yeah, I think so. So we're gonna do that, and they'll load that up instead, so I don't have to actually brew anything for now. All right. He fell asleep during negotiations. How silly. Okay, wheat malt is now on sale. Probably more due to boredom than any great feat of negotiation. The Italian merchant decided to make you a meager offer. Okay, so this is not a good outcome, I suppose, but yeah, wheat malt, 21 of it for 44. We'll take it. Cool. And then we still have the regular sales ingredients. So it looks like the negotiations is for a specific ingredient at a specific price for a limited time is kind of what that looks like. Gotcha. They just keep wanting the blonde ale for the competition. Ale's brewed by nuns. He likes this. Okay, so if I brew it with one of the nuns, he'll be open to it. A little more open to it. Okay. Okay. I mean, I'd like to see what others have, but I don't really have like a really good blonde ale right now. And I'd have to, you know, go in and try to figure out if I can get any of these traits to be added to it. But we'll take these right here. Trait chances are like null at the moment. Let's bring it to, we'll bring it up there, and let's bring a little bit of amber into it, which is totally not what you're supposed to do. We're deviating from the plan. We're getting creative. I don't think the judges appreciate the creativity. You know, I think you're supposed to just use these ingredients. So we would be up to about here, I guess. And then I need to find a way to pull that off. Maybe adding some more standard yeast will do it. That'll balance it out. Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna need a little bit more though, aren't I? Yeah. All right. So we'll do this, and it's not that great, you know. It's just there's not a whole lot of things I can do for this to make it better. And everybody else, because of our depression, they're not likely to get much of it here, but we'll see. Maybe Gideon will make something here. This will be called Pattern baldness. I don't know. I'm just coming up with names right now, man. No idea. Pattern baldness. That's what it's called now. Are you done? Ooh. Barrel aged. There it is. There's our amber ale. Barrel aged is going to sell really well now. If I can sell this in Mahlsdorf, supposedly I get a bonus to the sell price, but we'll see. Amber, go. Put that in transit. And the Mahlsdorf blonde, we could probably send that out too. Yeah, let's send that out as well. And then also the power plants, it's not done. It's not done. We need some more stuff here. Let's make some more happy juice so I can send that out too. I think also just the light ale. I don't really have a good light ale anymore. Grandpa's farm. Maybe we'll put some more. Let's put some more farm stuff into it. We'll go 300 there, and you're asleep. You're asleep at the barrel. Okay, I'll have to wait on you for that. But we're doing great with money now. Money is no problem at this point. I have to say that, like, at risk of messing it up. But yeah, it's really no problem at this point. Are we going to enroll in this? I guess. Because, you know, it's for fame, right? So we can send the champion blonde out to that. This is a 30 quality out of 38. Now, I don't know who brewed that, though. So maybe we should brew it differently. We got 23 days. Maybe we should brew it differently. So we can go with pattern baldness. And I want to brew it with one of the nuns, which don't have a very high chance of raising the quality like these guys do, but they want it brewed by nuns. One of them does anyway. So I guess I'm going to have her do it. We'll go 300 here. I don't know how much I need for the contest. How much do you need to send? You know, I don't think there's... Let's go lower on this. We'll go 100. Okay, the edict is done. All done. So I can move things now, and more specifically, I can add things now. So ingredient preparation post. I'm going to put that there. They're going to put that there too. So now we have the post in for both of them, and that should hopefully help our quality as we go. Ale orders. Old ale for Hopfendorf. Let's see. How about you guys pay me this much? All right. Didn't happen. I can renegotiate with this guy. Let's send Benedictus. No. The other guys just got better bartering. Just got better bartering skill. He just didn't do a great job last time, but maybe he'll get better this time. In the meantime, here's our competition beer, which is in 17 days, 16 days, but we're almost done. All right, pattern baldness is what we brewed just now. Maybe we will go and try to brew a different one just in case. She got a 21. That's not great. I'd like to see if maybe we can get a better roll with you. So we'll go with 100 here. We'll get somebody else to brew that again, but if that's the best we can do, then that's the best we can do. Pattern baldness over here. Be great. Your fermentine successfully negotiated with the merchant. A special offer awaits you. Okay. After long negotiation, your fermentine managed to get a respectable offer from the merchant. Yeah. That's a great price for the amber malt too. We'll take both of them. It's good. Okay, so the competition's in 8 days. We have another pattern baldness. This time it went 10. So we're not going to get great numbers here. We only have a 20 quality, but it is what it is. So we're going to say sell ale, and we're going to bring it to the competition. We're not going to win any awards for it, but there it is. We'll just do it. And then again, we have better bartering here, so we'll have him go ahead and do that tomorrow. And all good. Now we have 260 research, and in the radical brewing area, I've been looking at this, although now I want to look at the other ones too. So this is what I was looking at. This is the abbatial room. And this allows us to recruit abbots or abbesses or abbess, whatever. And anyway, so it's you get a desk and then a more opulent bed for them. So they're a little higher tier, I suppose. I wanted to see what that would do for us, but now I'm going to look at the other ones too. So fruits and ale allows us to use grapes in the grape press or fruit press. And then we have the create from existing recipe, which could be good, but I don't think it's quite as good as the other things I can unlock. I'd like to also know my customers too. This little special customer traits thing would be interesting. But let's see what this is all about. We're going to go ahead and do this. And then I think in here now we should be able to get a better bed. Or do we need a whole new room? Seems like it might be a whole new room. Not a dormitory, but something better for them. Right here. Yeah. So I guess we'll put on the second floor. Do I put you up there? Do you work in here, or is this... You know what? We'll build it there just in case. I don't know. We'll see. Although I probably could have put it... I probably should have put it up here instead. We'll have to probably move the room now, because if I don't think there's any bonuses to that. Because this is going to give us, yeah, the beds and the desks. Okay, tell you what. Why don't we move this room? It's another 225 gold. Yikes. That is very expensive. Whoops, mistakes were made. I wanted to put it up here, but I have to also build stairs in order to do that too. So why don't we try this? We will build the stairs to get up to the next level. And then, yeah, for now, we'll just leave it like that. Let's get another bed here because we're probably going to have some more people too in a second. And then we have another order here for another amber ale, which I have some left, I think, unless I did something with it. Hang on. Nope, they're not going to want it anyway. Did I do something with it? Yes, I must have sent it off. Just didn't remember doing so. There's Grandpa's farm. We can sell that off to Heffendorf. And we'll go ahead and do that at 43 as a price. And then I want to brew some more. So, where is that? Right here. Grandpa's farm ale. 27. Okay, we brewed this at 47. Good lord, sir. Well done. There you go. We might be able to brew 2. I think I'm going to brew that again, but I'll have someone else do it. Franciscus will try it as well. It costs a lot of money, but we're going to make it work. And then here's the long negotiation, which will take both of those ingredients as well. It's fine. I got the money for it, so it'll be good. All right, so we're not like super happy, right? Their mood is normal. And we did get the blonde ale submitted, but I don't think it's gonna do much here. So this guy is gonna like it only because, you know, one of my people brewed it. Feminine touch of fermenting nun gives these ales a unique elegance. What I didn't like was the slightly stale taste of ingredients out of the pantry. Okay, so we're learning a little bit about her, and we need to kind of figure out how to appeal to them a little bit better. But I knew I wasn't gonna win any awards here, so that's fine. So we're like dead last. Near dead last. Yeah, but we're learning something about the judges, and I think there's a little bit of value in that for the future. Although I would like to be able to summon the results whenever I want to. I'd like to be able to, you know, look at the judges when it's not competition time, but I guess that's fine. I'm trying to think of like this time period. You wouldn't necessarily have records of that, but somebody should be taking notes. That's what I'm saying. Pattern baldness can go. Let's put it here. We don't have a whole lot sent here yet, so let's put it down that way. And we got more stuff brewing through here too. Hey, look, they're finally happy. Happy people. That's going to be great. Okay, I want to move this room. Let's move this up here. So the opulence will now take place in this upper area right here. Cost me 225 gold to do that, but hey, it's fine. Here's our opulent bed. And then here's our abbot desk. All right, so now we just need to hire the abbot or abbess. Hi, choose your abbot or abbess. All right, so he gets plus 25 comfort for every ale stored in a barrel. And you're going to give plus 25% to market reputation from ale sales. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, Winifred. Yeah, I think so. That's what we'll do. There. So you work really far away from your bed, but that's okay. Is this the abbess? What does she do exactly? I mean, is she sort of like in charge aside from the bishop? What does she do? One needs to sit to ponder. Monastery superiors are known to do lots of that. Pondering, that is. So basically, she does nothing. I have to hide. Does she cost me anything? She costs me stuff, right? Abbots. What do you... I don't know. Maybe she doesn't. Yeah, I don't see upkeep cost for the abbot, so that's good. Okay, as long as she doesn't cost me anything other than, like, you know, her room. There was that. I wonder if I should make another. Can I make another? I can't go over, so I think I'm only allowed one. Yeah, I can't make another. Okay, well, no biggie. That's fine. Whatever. We have $2,100 left. So the fame needs to go up for us to upgrade our monastery again. And the fame is going up quite slowly, but you know what? We're just going to take this whole deal. Oh, I don't have enough storage space. Is that true? Okay. I think I'll not take the classic hops. And we'll take those. Oh, wow. Oh, 664 out of 800. Okay. I don't have any Groot in the pantry. So I could take 78 units of this, but I can't afford the others. So I can only buy the Groot. I don't have any in storage, so I guess I probably should. The farmhouse ale style is now trending in all markets. Oh, is it now? Fantastic. I will give it to the best market, I think. I happen to have 300 liters of this. And I will go ahead and send it on its way. We can get a little bit more money from it there. We can send the power plant out as well. This one's barrel aged now, so let's go ahead and send that out to Malsdorf, I guess. You guys can get that with our second cart that we got. And then this needs a little bit more time. Now, we're also going to brew right now. Franciscus here, he is brewing the Hot Shot, that beer that's got that 8 strength. And we're going to get that going now instead. Oh, hang on. 15 units of strong yeast were cropped after the brew and stored. 15 units of standard yeast were... okay. Cool. So it's possible for us to save some of the ingredients. Neat. I mean, I know that because I did the research for it, but I just haven't seen that pop up yet. So I haven't seen it work yet. Or I noticed it work yet. So we'll get another negotiation with him, I guess. As far as research, I got 181. I don't really want the building permits. I think I'm going to go for maybe another ingredient prep because it doesn't cost me anything. I already have the bench, so it just adds. Or I think maybe the fruits could be a good thing. What about furnishings? Do we got better furnishings now? Decorative barrels. The scientific tool. Hey, this will work really well in the library. Put that in there. Laundry basket would help with stuff that I think is being taken care of all right now. Wall lamps are great. Storage tanks. Yeah, maybe. Statues are better for happiness. I think so. Let's get the statues for the happiness. And the wall lamps for the lighting is good too. So let's see about getting wall lamps instead. We'll take this away and replace this with wall lamps instead. Hello? No, not rooms. Just the place furniture. Yeah, wall lamp. So this is 18 light and this is 37 light. Way better, right? And then the wall tapestry. Yeah. You know, I guess I thought you would like the natural lighting, but since I've got since I got this now, I think it's probably fine. So we'll do that, and then we can sell the candelabra. We can bring this out of here and put that there instead. Yep, got to make this stuff really good everywhere here. So put that in there too, I guess. Put that there. Let's get rid of the candle. And then no candle here. And instead we'll put this like that. Maybe we can get rid of one of these candles too. Let's put this here. There's lots of light in here now. They should be happy with that. There we go. Lots and lots of light for everybody. Perfect. Okay, so no more tiny candles. They're all lanterns now. Lamps and lanterns, whatever. Let's maybe give you something for light too, I guess. I'm not sure why I needed to do that, but I did it anyway. Grandpa's farm. Here it is. Let's send that to Hofendorf too. This stuff is like trending right now, so we want to get it out the door quick. And then you want the blonde ale. Do we need to? No. Let's see. So that blonde ale we already have as an advance, and we don't have any here. There's Hot Shot. So this has 8 strength. Yes. It actually has 8.5 is what it should have. But yeah, it has 8 strength. That's what we needed. Thirst quenching. Doubled weekly sales in summer. Ooh, well, it's going to be a bit for summer because it's in autumn now. But that's nifty. I like to see that. So we just need to age that now and it'll be fine. Your maltiness. I would like us to try something new for the people of Heffendorf. With a bit of research spent on the right subjects, we should be able to find something the likes of which they've definitely never tried before. Hazy, spicy, and fruity. A Heffenweisen. Okay. Need to have average happiness for everybody too. That's weird. I have pretty much all... I have all the requirements except an average level of happiness amongst fermentines. Interesting. And then I just brew 300 liters of a recipe that has this. So I need to figure out what that is. Create a recipe with at least 1 virtue in the red, 1 in the yellow, and 1 in the green. So what recipe is that? So if I take a look at our recipes here, those are all green, 2 yellows. Those are 1 red, but 3 yellow or 3 greens. It's this one, the Malsdorf Light. We have that. Do we have another one, like a better one? Because I'd need the high quality too. So I wonder if I have another one that's like that. It doesn't seem like it. No, I think that's the only one. Wait, nope. That one's red. Yeah, that's the only one. The Malsdorf Light has the traits we want for that. So I guess we'll just do this. And I mean, it can only be an 11 to 13. He wants... Oh, he doesn't have a quality requirement. Okay, well, we'll just do it. We'll just brew it then. Brew 300 liters of that. And then once we get that, hopefully everybody will be happier. I mean, they're drinking the happy juice. Surely that will help them. Perhaps if I add some tapestries, you guys can be happier. What say you? Add some tapestry in these rooms. What about the statues? Yeah? The Saint Daniel statue for 400 gold. Goodness. Right where you sleep. The Saint Hieronymus statue. Boom. So happy. Everyone should be happy. Saint Ergild statue. Godmother of the lager beers. We know where to put you. In here somewhere. Oh, we're at the very end. Oh, I like to put you right there. But okay, you can be in this room. All right, that should make everybody happier. Hopefully. We'll buy the amber malt from that guy too. You see how our money's going up though? Like, I've been spending money. I've made new rooms and everything, and it's money's still going up. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Like, we could definitely just keep going and keep building, and I don't think we have a whole lot of challenge left in that in terms of the money situation. We're doing pretty well there. This old ale we can get maybe... Nope. I like the difficult ones. I don't really need to make anything. You know, I can sell them on the plain market anyway. So it's not really of my concern. But if I'm going to negotiate that, if they want a special order like that, then I'm going to get a good price. So this blonde ale goes to Hopfendorf. And I don't think I have a blonde ale made yet. Are you working on that? Oh, see, happiness right there, done. So now I just need to finish the brew. That's what this is. Done. I just did the requirements for him. Nice. 2 fame, 400 florins, and +1 to cart. Is that what it is? Yeah, I just got a new cart for that. Sweet. I can sell 3 things at once now. And then you are barrel aged and ready to rock. So let's send you off to... this one's the one that likes it more, so we'll do that. There you go. Just gave some hot shot to the bandits, so that actually works pretty well. But yeah, I think I've had my fill on the game. So we'll go one more because I want to see if after completing this and getting that new recipe of beer, whether or not it's going to open up the next area. I want to see if that happens, if one of these areas open. And how does it decide which one? I don't know. Maybe I get to pick. Maybe both of them open. I don't know. But because it looks like to me there's a discrete path that goes this way, and then there's another one that goes this way, and these two are not connected. So I wonder if there's like, which way do you go kind of thing. But if I have to choose, I'd probably go this route because it looks like there are more towns. But these towns look like they may be more populated. Kind of. I don't know about that. But and obviously the end goal is to get into this main kingdom over here. But I don't know. I don't think I can play it long enough to do that. Okay. I have added some stairs down here so we can have additional cellars if we'd like to. Yes, we can go down to the second level down there. And there's another contest, but it just keeps hitting me with blonde ale. I don't know. I'm not going to do it because I'm never going to win that. Maybe there's a way to win it. I just haven't cared enough to look into it, I guess. But I've made everybody very happy. And they were euphoric just until a second ago. And we're up to over 5,000 florins in stock, which is great too. Also, Hotshot is aging at the moment. And so this is an 18 quality. We should see this box check since this had 8.5 strength. Although it says 8 now, but it's still 8. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And we are now getting, oh yeah, commercial license for Pilsnerheim. If we want to sell to Pilsnerheim, we need to get a Hefeweizen for the celebration at Heffendorf and Farmhouse Ale for the Grand Market at Heffendorf. And those are my two contracts that I've already negotiated. Yes, sorry. And then this is it. So we need to just deliver. If I can get it to... Okay, it really wants to just go up. I'm not sure. There we go. Farmhouse Ale, Herbal Ale. There we go. 300 of each with 10 and 20 plus quality. And specific flavor requirements and also specific ingredient requirements. So these are whole new recipes that have to happen here in order to unlock Pilsnerheim. So that's this one down here. Okay. So in order to do that, first, I'm going to need a Hefeweizen, which I believe is the beer that has one of everything, right? Isn't that how that worked? So... actually, why don't we try this? Maybe it's not. It's this. All right. So we have a new type of beer right here, right? Very flavorful with a dry finish. This wheat beer typically comes with notes of cloves and bananas. Pale and hazy. This one is best drunk fresh while it retains its flavor profile intact. So I'm going to assume this thing gets degraded if it gets put in barrels. When used to bribe the bandits, further slows down the decrease by standings 25%. Has a 30% penalty to sales in poor and average markets. Doesn't say anything about being in a barrel, though. So I think we're all right there. Quality range is only 8 to 20 as a stock quality range. Those are the required ingredients. It gets us to at least there. And it looks like we're going to need to bump up these numbers considerably. So I'm going to bump up a bit more pale ale. Pale malt. Sorry, that gets me to here. And then if I want the rest of that to go up, I mean, I could do more wheat or could just act classic hops. Something that gives us the frothy foamness. But I've managed to balance it all out to where it's in the green everywhere. It's a very, very foamy beer. And uses a variety of ingredients. I got all the required ones in here, and then I stuck in a brown malt to kind of, you know, boost up the color here. Now we have a couple of contracts. And this one here just wants a quality requirement for Hefeweizen, so that's good. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. But we now have a representative from Pilsnerheim. It's a new town. It's a town south of the one we already did, where we already have unlocked. And they want a farmhouse ale and an herbal ale. They have specific flavor, color, requirements, ingredient requirements, etc. So we're gonna have to do 2 new brews for them and those specific ones that they want. But the Hefeweizen is the one I'm looking at now just because the contract timeline is the most progressed at the moment. And so I think this one is pretty good. It doesn't use a lot of ingredients, 9. I'd love to maybe remove one. This actually looks like I could take one away. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. Put the pail back. Yeah. So this is kind of where we are here. Not too shabby. Lots of flavor, lots of foam, and not a whole lot else. Lots of flavor, not overflowing. So we're gonna say +4, +4, +2. Yeah, I think maybe we'll go with Leopold here. Now, the ingredients, great. Full-bodied spice, ester bomb. These are good. All these little things here, these are my trait chances. So hopefully we get some of these traits. And I don't know whether or not the intuition helps with that. Maybe it does. In that case, I probably should go with Johannes here. I don't actually know how to pronounce his name. Sorry. But there we go. So we'll try that, and then see if we get anything good with that. Hefeweizen. This is Weiser Weizen. I don't know, man. We'll do that. I paid off the bandits at the end of the last video, so they're pretty good, but I can also give them just a little bit more hot shot. It does actually do quite a bit for them. They like that hot shot, especially before it's aged all the way, I guess. Although, I don't want to give too much of it away because that's my 8 strength beer that has to, you know, fully age. And I'm not sure whether or not I screwed this up by giving it to the bandits. So we'll see. Maybe I did. Maybe we'll have to go and do it again. We'll have Benedictus. You can go ahead and do that. And then as far as the beer, the brewing goes, I need another recipe. And can I have another desk? No, 1 recipe desk only. Okay. I have to make another library in order to do that. And I don't really want to make another library, so we're good. We'll just wait until the writing on that recipe is done. It doesn't take too long to do. Research-wise, I got a new perk. It is called... Is it... No, it's in the innovations tab, I think. It come down here. It is called what? What is it? What is it? It's... No, actually, I was right. It is here. It's the hop model in the furnishings area. And Laboratorium right here. So I got this little model. And what it does is it gives a +5% probability of Eureka, which increases the probability at the end of each research cycle at the escritoire of producing an unexpected and huge boost to the accumulated research points. So there's a tiny chance for each one of these at the end of every cycle here that they could get a big boost to the research that they gain. And so right now you're just seeing +3s. I don't exactly know what the percentage chance is, but so far it's probably pretty small because I haven't seen it actually trigger yet. But I have placed it right here in the room. The model is in the room, so maybe we'll see it, maybe we won't. I don't know, but so far it's just +3s across the board there. Estuary yeast. Yeah, I mean, I have to use some of it too, so I guess I might as well take it. Okay, so Hefeweizen should be done as far as the recipe goes, so we want to actually brew that now. So Weiser Weizen, and let's have Yura. You can go for it. Yeah, why not? Go ahead and brew that. And we're going to save 348 gold. Wow. Yeah, we're saving a whole bunch because we just bought the Easter yeast. Currently discounted 26%. Nice. We'll go ahead and do that. And then looks like I can just buy some more here. That's great. Classic hops are on sale too. We'll get a few of those. Let's buy those. And then we only have 800 space. So I thought also what I could do, because I have the money to do it, right, is we could go ahead and get more storage space as well. Oh, do I have to? I do. I have to get the stairs down here too. There we go. And then storage there too. So by getting those 2 storage rooms, I should be able to double that space that's in there. I thought there was another decoration here too that I could use. Furnishing, storage trunk maybe. Imagine the number of keys this place has already. Yeah. Storage capacity is up. So with the storage trunk, I will then be able to up our existing storage capacity in each of these rooms as well. So now we can just hold more stuff, which is great. Okay, so the the Weiser Weizen is brewing right now. The other recipe we need for this contract that I already committed to is the farmhouse ale. And I already have a good farmhouse ale, so I guess we'll just go ahead and brew that because Grandpa's farm is awesome already. So we'll just brew a bunch of that and get that going. So that takes care of the existing contracts I've already committed to. This one here is just an herbal ale. They went 70 liters. I think I already have some of the other stuff. Don't I still have the... oh, no. I am out of happy juice. No, I'm not. Right there. Yep. Let's make sure these guys can drink that. But had they accepted that contract, I would have been able to just send the happy juice to them instead. So the next thing we need to do is take a look at brews for a farmhouse ale that has that specific trait, and then another herbal ale. So I need a new recipe. We'll go for a farmhouse ale, and we're looking for specifically a flavor of 7, and we need to use Estery yeast. Okay. And it needs a 20 plus quality rating, which this range is only 18. So that's interesting. That's as default, right? Recipe's quality stat, but we can raise this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 required ingredients, plus I need to use this. Okay. Now that I've got my requirements, let's see if we can't balance this a little bit here. We need a flavor of 7 on this. Double checking. That's the farmhouse ale. Yeah. A flavor of 7. So right now we're at 4.6. I need to bring this up much higher. I could use a brown malt to do that. I could simply use more estery yeast to do that too. But that just means if I do that though, then I have to add some more stuff for strength. I'd rather not have to deal more with strength. How about some honey? Honey would bring them both up, and I like that. So we need 7 is what it says. So I need 0.4 right there, pale malt. So that's a strength of 7. Sorry, a flavor of 7. That's what we need. And we are using the ingredients. So technically this is good just the way it is. And we're going to call this one the Pilsner Farm. I think that's a pretty good name for this one because it tells me exactly what I need to do and where I need to take it. We'll go with +2 here and hope that Benedictus does a great job with it. And this is the Pilsner Farm. Pilsner. So the Z or an S? With an S. Pilsnerheim. So Pilsner Farm. Good. All right, we'll see how that works, and we'll get to brewing that one. Trying to unlock that new place. Still making a okay amount of money, but my sales have dropped because I've been brewing these specialty ones here. Grandpa's farm is done down here, but I can't send it there. So I have to do this one. I think I can actually do that now. Yeah, this one right here. We can send that. There we go. So that'll take care of one of those contracts. No big deal. These storages right down here. Let's see. So we can take shelves. Oh, I can't do the whole. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay. I was holding caps lock instead of shift. Yeah, so we'll just fill these up. We have the money to do so. There we go. So that maxes out our storage space for the rooms we've already built. We're up to 1,900 we can have in stock now. Lots of things for sale here. Why don't we go ahead and grab... It's a lot of honey. I don't really need that much honey. Okay, let's go like this much honey. Classic hops, we can do about that much. And amber malt, we'll get a little bit of a discount here on that much. And bop, now we're spending our money. There we go. And then we want to go ahead and get another negotiation going if possible as well. For the next recipe, we require an herbal ale, this time with color at 5, and then also we're using wheat. Yeah, so an herbal ale, another herbal ale. Here we go. And the quality rating on this one has to be just over 10. We can do that. That's not a problem. 4, 5, 6. 6 ingredients, and then I need to also use the wheat malt as well to satisfy that requirement. There we go. So 5 color is what we need. We're at 1.2 right now. Of course we are. Let's grab some brown malt to boost that significantly. And we might take some of the brown malt down if I need to get the strength up. I can add some more honey, I guess. Yeah, that'll do it. Just add some honey here. But then let's take the brown malt, take 1 away. Okay, we're pretty close to what we require here. One quick check again. So color has to be 5. So it needs to boost up color specifically a little bit here. Why don't we take away a honey. Let's take 2 of the honeys away and swap them out for amber instead. Okay. And then if we take one of the ambers away, we need 0.6 on the color, which I guess I can get it with 2 pails. Yeah. That's 5 color. And I'm also using wheat malt in the recipe. Now, the foam is a little bit overboard. So is there something I can do about that without affecting the color? It is. There's eucalyptus, but I have to use it. But if I add one more, it will actually reduce the foam. So that's kind of what I want. But if I add one more, it'll boost the flavor a bit high compared to what I want. So it'll be an imperfect recipe. We won't get it quite where we need it to be. It's a little bit high on the foam. And I could try to balance it out, but I think maybe if I just find something that takes it away and doesn't affect the color, that's not eucalyptus. How about here? Standard yeast? That could work. That works. So a little bit of standard yeast added to it will take care of it as well. So that's everything in the green with 5 in color, and wheat malt is in the recipe. Okay, cool. Lots of different trait chances here. The biggest one being chromatic delight, which is not really all that useful to me, but it's fine. Okay. How about we have you do it? Benedictus. You can take it. And this one is Pilsner herbs. I know I'm very, very good at naming my beers. I don't know. Where do I come up with these names? I know. It's just right off the top of the dome, man. It won't let me go another level down or another level up. Okay. I just wasn't sure I could get to the 3rd level yet, but I guess not. There's not a need for it yet.